Okay, hey guy. All right, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, listen, I was on Rumble listening to this. I know. Why don't we just do? Let's do a new search. Yeah, I can't stand this guy. Um, so I was on Rumble and I was listening to Candace Owens, and I've listened to Camel Toe Harris, Joe Camel Harris, and hang on a second, lives near White House. Okay. And Kamala Harris campaigns from her West Wing office. Her 86-year-old father, Donald J. Harris, owns a home less than a mile away. Despite the proximity, however, there is no record of Donald meeting his famous daughter. Okay. Uh, okay. Has anyone bothered to try to figure out where this dude lives and knock on his door? Why is this so small? Um, okay. I mean, I hope I can get this loaded. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So he's 86. So, when is this? Okay, this is August. This is in August 2024. So, oops, I'm sorry. Bear with me. Uh, uh So he would have been born in 1938. Now, my dad was born at the end of 1931. My mom was born in 1932. Now, I have an older brother and a younger sister. And, I guess we're all boomers, I suppose. I don't really consider myself a boomer, but I guess I am. Again, when you spend your career getting coffee for them, it's hard to think of yourself being in the same group, but whatever. Um, and I'm talking about Owens, that she's got all this earth shattering information, and someone showed her a picture of a copy of a very old book of Jamaican gravestones, and all this crap. And she said, wow, this is from 1941. I have I'll say dozens, but I'll also say hundreds of books, postcards, pictures, etc., dating way back. And she thinks 1941 is old. Again, Kamala Harris's Kamala Harris is exactly 2 days younger than my little sister, who's 2.5 years younger than me. Don't you give me any of this bullshit. Times moved very quickly. And Candace Owens is a very young girl, and she's also very narcissistic. Like, her whole entree to her show is showing pictures of her singing and her being pregnant, and it's like celebrating her and her signature, and it's all about her. And that's the problem with this generation, her generation, and others in her age group. It's always about them. And she said in her latest video, and I do not have video sharing here, that this is she's Camel Harris, I call her Joe Camel, is running for president of the United States. Don't you think we should know that if there are discrepancies in her genealogy? Well, I mean, there's the question of ELIG, ability, which, by the way, I'm banned from talking about on YouTube. And in a country where you are banned from saying anything negative about a government official, let me tell you something. That, my friends, is fucking fascism. But we have the exact same thing with Barack Hussein Obama. She says, well, her ancestor, father, great grandfather, great whatever grandfather slept around. Oh, okay. So her grandfather would have been born in the very early 1900s. I can't see how it would be too much different than my own grandmother, who was born, I believe, in 1902. On both sides, my paternal and my maternal. And I mean, their parents were alive during the Civil War, I mean, I met one of my great grandparents once or twice, but my dad's grandmother, who raised him so my grandmother could go out and focus on her career, despite the fact that apparently feminism didn't appear until recently, because she was going to give my dad up for adoption. She passed away when my dad was in Korea in the 50s. I don't know what happened. My dad's not here to tell me, and I would have to call up one of my cousins, because my mom doesn't fucking remember a damn thing anymore. So my dad was 90, would have been 93, as I said. Okay. So, or was it 90? Yeah, okay, 93. Yet, I'm pretty much the same age as Camel Toe Harris. So don't give me this shit that this is new generation and blah, blah. No, it's not. Who was president when she was born? LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson. He came to office in 1963. Camel Toe was born in 1964. She's no new generation. She's the Vietnam generation. The same as me. And parents of depression would be depression babies. But her parents were well off. They were moneyed. They didn't have to work for it. They had it. They were landed interests, if you will. Now, the whole crap with the Jamaican, Indian, here's the deal with Candace Owens. Where's this bitch? I'm sorry. I cannot stand this lady. I gave it a try. It was a mistake because all it did was get me irritated. And you notice, you see how it's all about her. It's all these pictures about her. It's age 2. It's her. And then maybe she throws pictures of her kids in. It's her pregnant. And it's, aren't I cute? And here's my name written really cute next to it. Unfiltered. Oh, bullshit. You're not. Here's the thing about this chick. Her father-in-law is in the British House of fucking Lords. It would take her probably half a day to a day to get every single fucking record from Northern Ireland, where her great-grandfather was involved in the slave trade, and from Jamaica, and from India, which were all in the British Empire at the time, these things were going on. And then she talks about how her grandfather or somebody, the Jamaican side, I didn't listen. I could write it down, but she's too boring for me. She's doing it for clickbait. Don't fall for her clickbait. I mean, do your own research. I'm not able to give you any research. I don't even have fucking screen sharing. I'm lucky if I can get this damn video up. And by the way, YouTube prohibits me from even posting my subscribers, I'm not unable to notify you half the time, not all the time, half the time when I do a video. It says notify subscribers, and it'll just be blanked out. I'm unable to check the box. So, but she could get, I mean, someone like Lady C could go through that in like 2 minutes. She's got enough connections to choke a small horse. Of course, she probably doesn't want to get involved because she doesn't want to upset her viewers, because that's going to upset her income. That's going to upset her YouTube revenue. And God forbid, because all I did was post that stupid video about that, the allegations. I didn't say it was true. I said it was alleged. And I have been locked up in every app there is. Until occasionally I try several times a day, I can get into this spiel, this computer. But she just makes it seem like this is so unusual and that 1941 is so old. The problem is that, sister, wasn't Joe Biden born in 1943? Trump was born in 46. Bill Clinton was born in the 40s. W. Bush was born in the 40s. She's so not. All she needs to do is use her connections to the House of Lords. And she acts, well, we're getting all these emails coming in. She is a fraud. And she loves it when people talk about her because she is a narcissist. All right. I'm sorry. Love you guys, and talk to you soon.